So speaking of recruits, we also had some news on Dylan Raiola. It's not very new. It kind of broke when we were on last Sunday, but there's a lot of momentum with crystal balls going towards USC from 247. Rick, do you want to talk a little more about Dylan Raiola?
Well, yeah, Tim, I think we're going to talk about, I think we kind of prepped, is this running back U? Is USC running back U? Used to be running back U, obviously no longer. The game has changed, and it's all about the quarterback, and USC's had a number of great quarterbacks, but now with Lincoln Riley, he's at a different level. Obviously, it's been discussed ad nauseum about his previous Heisman winners, but you look at the quarterback room now with what we have with obviously Caleb, Miller Moss, Malachi Nelson coming from Los Al, and now there's possibility of Dylan Raiola coming to USC. It's going to play out all year long, but that's going to be a key recruiting battle because it's going to be between us, Nebraska, and I believe Georgia. And if you take a look at what that means to a USC and what that means to Nebraska, that is huge. I think, obviously Nebraska would love to have him. His dad is a legend at the University of Nebraska. Matt Rule, this would be a big get for them. 2024 recruit when USC and UCLA are coming to the Big Ten. So this is going to be a battle. It's going to be all year long, but I feel confident that USC, is going to land this young man. Be very surprised if they don't. It'd be in his best interest to see what's happening with Caleb Williams, look at the success he can have, and what Lincoln Riley's done with quarterbacks. But ultimately, it's his decision. I think if he comes to USC, fantastic. If he doesn't, hey, we move on. But it'll be an interesting recruiting battle to see moving forward. What are your thoughts, Tim?
Well, yeah. Remember, it's really important to get that first guy. Like right now, we only have one recruit from a tight end. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name from Oregon. And so we usually, when you want to build your class, you're usually going to build it around a top player, and usually that's usually a quarterback, right? I remember a while back when Helton was a lame duck coach, and there was this kid named Bryce Young, and he came on. And he was trying to build a recruiting class, but no one wanted to hop on. I was wondering why, because everyone was saying, "Hey, you see that coach? He's not going to be here in a year." Well, they were wrong by a couple of years, but eventually he was gone. So you want to have that guy in your class who's going to start pulling guys in, right? Pulling the big name guys on, going to all the 7-on-7s, going to all the tournaments, on Twitter, and just trying to bring in guys to the class. And I'm thinking if they get this Dylan Raiola commitment, he could be that guy in his class. I don't know yet if he's like, he's that charismatic guy that's just going to go out there and start grabbing people, but he definitely could be the marquee name that could be the anchor for this class to really get it jump started. So I'm excited. So he went out to Nebraska. They showed him, right? They rolled the red carpet, and they had him at the basketball game. Let's just face it. I go to every basketball game, and we're not the loudest bunch. We got some passion in there, but there's not some empty seats, whatever. That place is packed. They're screaming his name. He's also going to visit Georgia, I believe. So it's not done. But I do like the way these guys, they're usually these guys like Steve Wilfong and Blair Angulo, Greg Biggins, those guys aren't wrong very often. So I'm really hoping that this is positive news, and he could be that guy that will be the mouthpiece of this year's class.